This is the second video of week number 4. In this, we continue computation of derivative, that is finding the derivative. In the last lecture or video lecture, we have considered the basic rules of derivative. Now we consider the product and the quotient rule, that is how to find the derivative of the product of two functions and how to find the derivative of division of two functions. Let's start the rules. The first one is the product rule. Suppose that you have given f and g are two functions, then the derivative of fx into gx, that is two functions are multiplied, different functions, not the same. Then what the rule says? Find the derivative of the first, that is fx becomes f prime, keep the second function as it is, see g as it is, plus, only plus, then you interchange it, that means keep fx as it is, first function as it is, differentiate the second one, see g prime x. So this is the rule, or that is known as product rule. For example, you are given fx, this first function, this is second function, this is f and this is g, and you are asked to find f prime. So before I find the derivative of this, I will use the product rule. This is f, this is g. So see f prime x is derivative of the first, the second function as it is. You see second function as it is, I find the derivative of first, see derivative of first, second function as it is. Then f as it is, the first function as it is, this function as it is, then I find the derivative of second, this. So here the second, this function and this function same, see this is same, this is same, only this function and this function changes. So derivative of 1, 2, 3, 3 terms are there. So 2 comes out, differentiation of x4, 4x cube, 4 into 2, 8, 8x cube. Minus 3 out, differentiation of x is 1, so it is 3 into 1, 3. Differentiation of 5 is 0, so nothing. So 8x cube minus 3 is the derivative of this one. Now I find the derivative of this. Differentiation of first one, it is 2x, 2x, 2 minus 1, that is 1, so it is just 2x. This root x, I will write it x to the power half. So I will apply the formula. So 1 by 2 x to the power half minus 1. Half minus 1 is minus half. So I bring it down, it becomes root x. So or you can write directly that derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 times root x, or you can use the power rule to find it. Then to find the what you call the derivative of the third term, I cannot find the derivative of this function directly. So I will bring first up. So it is 2x to the power minus 1, 2 as it is. So what is the derivative of x to the power minus 1? Minus 1x minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. Bring it down, x square. So minus 2 upon x square is the answer. So this is how we use the product rule. And here also another example where we are finding the equation of the tangent line to this function. Again this function, that is instead of f I write y here, no issue, it is the same. So y and fx are same. So you have one function f, another function is g. So when you find the y prime or f prime or the first derivative of this, I will use the product rule first. See that the first function, right, I mean the second function as it is x cube minus 2x, and I find the derivative of the first 4x cube. You see here, so minus 3 into 2x, that is 6x. 2 out, differentiation of x is 1. So this is the derivative of the first one. The second one as it is. Now I put this one as it is, see, and then I find the derivative of this. X cube is 3x square minus 2 into x, 1, differentiation of 3 is 0. So this. So this is the slope of the tangent line at all x. So I have to find the slope at this point. So I put x is equal to 0 here, am I right? When I put x is equal to 0, you get 6. That means this is the slope of the tangent line when x is equal to 0. And you substitute in the equation of the tangent line, your answer is y is equal to 6x. Remember, you need to find 0 because you have to put 0, x is equal to 0 here to find the y value. Here y value is also 0. So, please check, and then you get the y equal to 6x is the answer. Then comes the quotient rule, that is derivative of fx by gx. That means it is now I divide the two function. So, what is the formula says? You see that in the denominator just gx square it, no derivative here. So, just gx denominator square it. The same gx is here, look at it, gx is the one, same. So, gx as it is, then you find the derivative of f. Please remember, here you should first find the derivative of the numerator multiply with denominator. So, denominator is not multiply, we didn't find the derivative of denominator. So, see f prime x into gx minus, not plus. So, it is fx into, see I change it. So, fx as it is derivative of g. So, remember here we have f prime gx, that is the numerator derivative into multiplied by denominator minus numerator into derivative of the denominator, and then denominator square, no g prime, it is just a square here. So, derivative comes here and here, that is it. Let us take an example. So, fx is this. So, see that the quotient, that is the division of two function, you see I will use this formula, you see f prime. So, x cube plus 1, see x cube plus 1 square, I just square it, right. Then I find the derivative of the numerator, that is x square minus 2, gx as it is. Then I interchange, that is x square minus 2 out, and I find the derivative of this. So, this is nothing change, x cube plus 1 square, no change. So, x cube plus 1, no change. So, I will find the derivative of this. This is 2x and minus 0. So, that is 2x. Then I find the derivative of this, 3x square plus 0. So, it is 3x. I just open the bracket, subtract, add. So, you get this answer, right? Yeah. And another example where in this example we do not need the product rule and the quotient rule. You see that here the function x into root x, product, 2 divided by x square, quotient. But I do not use the product rule and the quotient rule what I discussed earlier. So, what I will be using here is I am using, I just multiply these two by power law. So, x to the power 1, x to the power half, that means 1 plus half, that is 3 by 2. And this x square which is denominator, I bring it up, it becomes minus 2. So, directly I can find, so 3 by 2 x, 3 by 2 minus 1, 2 out. So, derivative of x to the power minus 2 is minus 2x minus 2 minus 1. So, 2 into 2, 4, and then this is minus because there is a minus 2. And then minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So, this is ought. Sometime we use quotient rule, sometime we use the power rule, sometime it is not necessary. So, this is another example which is called application, and here what is given here is u of m. So, please remember here this u, yes, this u is the golf ball. This is the question of golf ball, a golf ball with this what you call weight, weight means mass. There is a club, club means bat. So, with the mass m, with a speed is will be initial. So, look at it, the speed of the golf club bat is given by this. So, u of m, u is the what you call speed of the bat. You hit the ball with the bat. So, that is the speed, how much what you call, with what speed you are hitting the ball when the ball is thrown at you. That is the golf what you call game, you know. So u is the speed of the bat, m is the mass, that is the weight of the ball. So this is given, instead of f u, instead of x you have m. So u of m, that is f of x means u of m now. So u is f, m is x, and then u depends on m, that is the speed of the bat is depends upon the what you call mass of the ball. So it is given this meter per second. What is your question is here? Show that u prime m is greater than 0, that means it is positive, and then interpret the result in the golf terms, and then you find u prime 0.15, u prime 0.20, and then compare it. So this is your function and you are asked to find u prime. So what I will do, I will use the power law. So see the square, and then you just use the power law and you will get this answer. Simplify it, you get this. So see that you have a positive here, and the square means the denominator is positive. So therefore this is always positive. So I can just write this is greater than 0. That means u prime m is definitely greater than 0. So why? Because the numerator is 0, denominator positive, numerator and denominator are positive, therefore u prime m is positive. So what is the meaning here? Is that the positive slope for all the tangent indicate that the graph should rise from left to right. So you know that when the slope is positive, the graph is always increasing from left to right. If it is negative, it is decreasing from left to right. So what it says that um increases as m increases, because this is positive. You say that u increases as m increases, or um increases as m increases. In the golf term, what it says that greater the mass of the club, that means the bat, if it is heavy, then the greater is the velocity of the ball. So if the mass of the club is greater, I mean more, then the velocity will be more. And then we find u prime 0.115, 0.15 means here you substitute m is equal to 0.15. I will get this, and again in this expression I put m is equal to 0.20. I get this. What it says that this says that the rate increase in ball speed is much less for the heavier. See that if you take the heavy bat, heavy, right, then it is less, and if you take lighter, this is more. So you see 0.20, it is heavier than 0. This is the mass of the what you call club. So that's what I am saying, that u prime 0.20 is lesser, but u prime 0.15 is more. That means if I take the greater mass, then the speed is less, and if you take the less mass, the speed is more. So that's the reason heavier club can be harder to control. Relatively small increase in ball speed obtained by making the heavy club even heavier may not compensate the decrease in control. So this is an example where we apply what you call the derivative rules of the product, or whatever the quotient rule, to find the answers. So here are the some basic derivative rules. So please check them again, and then these are the examples. Here use the product rule, and here you use the quotient rule, and here you use the product rule. Here you no need to use the product rule or the quotient rule, and this is again the same examples here. And this is the same example which we discuss about the baseball problem, and these examples again I will do in my live class. So what we have learned in this video lecture number 2 of week 4. So these are the answers, check it. Then what we have learned is product rule, quotient rule and application of that. That's all, and this is the second part of week 4.